Caves.
Caverns.
Caves.
Cavern.
Caves.
There's an N in there. Cavern. Yes.
Samus says it's a cave. Ah, it feels good to be back. Welcome back to more Metroid Prime. I'm Retro Replay.
I'm Rem.
You're just a Rem.
I'm Rem.
And it's been a long time since we did one of these.
It's fine. I'm sure they missed us.
Let's see. Where were we at? Okay.
In a cave.
In a cave. Got 70%. So, welcome back to Metroid Prime 100%. I'm Retro Replayer, Umbreon for you guys that watch my main channel, which, by the way, link down below to that if you want to check that out. Oh, God.
And we're off to a rip-roaring start.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be fun. So, this is a fun.
A Grisby?
Yeah. Enemy.
Subvolcanic carrion feeder. Carapace can be breached by missiles. Ooh, I like that. It's been fused together by superheated air. This barrier stands up to everything but concussive blast.
Huh.
Its intelligence is limited to instinctive scavenging patterns.
Huh. Concussive blast, you say?
Well, look at that. You're right.
What isn't that convenient? Oh, and usually what I do, because I have space jump early, I just tank lava damage.
Jump over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Burrower, tunneling insect predator. That looks rather scary, actually.
It does.
Similar to the beetle, though it prefers to spend more time underground, it seeks seismic disturbances, then surfaces to attack. Has enough cunning to realize when something is too large for it to handle. Beyond that, it's fairly ignorant. What it lacks in brains, it makes up being aggressive.
Pretty much. It's been a while, so for those that don't know, this is 100% items and scans, or at least as close to 100% as I can get, because there are scans that you can miss. I've been pretty thorough about it, but you never know. But welcome to Magmore Caverns, and we get greeted with our first enemy. Isn't that a face?
Wow. Magmore, fire-breathing serpent that dwells in lava. Magmores prefer extreme heat zones and are susceptible to frigid attack forms. Sightless, they navigate the lava currents using their sonar receptors. Ooh. Magmores have a keen sense of smell, enabling them to pinpoint targets with startling accuracy. How can you smell through lava?
Yeah, it doesn't take much. Now, if I remember correctly, we have a Chozo artifact right here.
You see how you could have missed it, too.
Yep.
About the 100%, yeah.
Typically speaking, now with this one, you would be coming back to grab it after you have another power-up. And your first time through Magmore, you wouldn't have the space jump, but because we sequence broke and got it early.
Gotcha.
This is what I say about grabbing space jump early is intuitive if you want to play this game. Because coming back through here to snag this, like, late game because you wouldn't know it's there, it's just not intuitive when you can grab it first time going through, you know? And that's why I always say, if you want to play this game, try to get the NTS version 1 of the GameCube version to play this so you can get space jump early, because it does make a world of difference when you want to 100% it, or if you're just playing normally. It's just nice to grab stuff like that going through. Now, the Chozo artifacts are endgame. That's going to unlock the final area. It's quite unanimous with this game for the Fetch quest at the end that bottlenecks you. You're going through, progressing really smoothly, and then all of a sudden, boom, brick wall, find these 12 things that you didn't even know you were supposed to be collecting.
Gotcha. Okay. Triclops. Hard-shelled creature with powerful jaws. The Triclops is a hunter-gatherer. It collects small creatures and bits of foodstuff, then deposits them elsewhere for later consumption. The hard tripartite mandibles it used to move earth and rock are quite strong and difficult to escape once ensnared.
Now, usually how you get through this area is you would come down here and try to avoid them, otherwise they do this.
Oh.
But...
Okay, that's actually genius gameplay.
But because we have space jump, we can just avoid all these problems. Yeah, no,
that's really cool, though.
This is ingenious to do. That once you get another power-up, you can just skip the annoyance. Now, as you guys know, when we were streaming the randomizer, you guys might have remembered this room. Now, you might think you need a certain power-up to do this room. You do not. See how we hit something? There are invisible platforms here. And if you know roughly about where it is, you can stand on it. Now, what you can do is you can kind of like take pod shots and kind of feel out where the platforms are. Or you can just kind of jump and hope for the best. I typically like to do this now. You don't really need to, but it's intuitive to be able to do as much like, oh, how do I want to put this? Eliminating as much backtracking as possible. Because I find this game's backtracking, while not as egregious as some people might find it, and there are people that can't play this game because of the backtracking. And I'm okay with backtracking to an extent. What I'm not okay with is people complaining because of said backtracking.
No, personally, I've always been one to explore game fully.
Right.
Whether that's forwards, backwards, or sideways. A puffer. Unstable, gas-filled organism will rupture on contact. Puffers fill their bodies with lethal metavibrium gas and float about in search of food. If ruptured, the gas within the puffer is violently released. Despite their fragile bodies, puffers are aggressive hunters. The gas cloud they release upon death is often fatal to the creatures that bring them down as well.
Uh-huh. So, don't touch it. Oh, you can do this.
And stay out of the gas.
Uh-huh. Because we have a gun. But yeah, to get back on the backtracking in this game, I would rather spend a couple minutes trying to find this invisible platform than have to backtrack through here later to snag this item.
Makes sense, yeah.
And it can be done. If you have a relatively decent idea of where the platforms are, it's just trial and error. And this is actually how I found this back in the day. I found this hidden collectible by not doing it the intended way. I was just kind of jumping about when I got the space jumps. I'm like, oh, you can stand here. Well, I wonder if you can stand elsewhere. And I just kind of kept doing this. I don't have the platforms exactly memorized of how far this spaced apart. And yeah, some people might be like, well, just come back later. It's so much easier than trying to do your guesswork. And yeah. This would technically be counterintuitive. If I wasn't an OG gamer!
Missiles!
Because I am a parkour pro.
That may be overstating just a little bit.
But yeah, see, so just kind of generally follow the path I went. So you want to come over here, kind of jump in this general direction. Then you want to cut this corner and you generally land. Then you do another double jump. Make sure when you're double jumping, you're not pushing the control stick forward because you might overshoot the platform. So generally, yeah, if you cut that corner, if you have space jumps, you are golden. We're going to come down here too because this is something we can't skip with the burrows. This is a platform. Now what you can do, you can lay a bomb and they explode because they think it's rocks or rubble. So you can defeat them. They're not completely sadistic with game design. But they will snag you every now and then. They won't send you completely back. They'll just spit you out of the general area.
It's kind of cool.
So they don't bring you like all the way back to the beginning. Just kind of out of their way.
They got stuff to do. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the enemy design in this game is quite good, and just if you know the game very well, you can break this game wide open. It goes from a linear game to a complete, almost like open world style game, where you can break this game apart pretty easily if you know little tricks, little movement tricks, spatial awareness. If you know an item's there, you might be able to sequence break to it early. Do I know the most complex sequence breaks in this game? Absolutely not. Like, I don't know really how to wall crawl, which is getting out of bounds and kind of riding along the edges of the map to get to areas you're not supposed to be. But like with the rail back in Chozo Ruins, how I showed you, if you just grind up it, you can easily climb it. Like, that cuts out almost a whole hour of backtracking that you would have to do doing the space jump early. Because obviously we're going to the next area. You would have to travel all the way back to the Chozo Ruins if you wanted space jump for this next section. Because you would get locked out of it eventually. You would get far enough in, not be able to do anything, and then have to come back. So at that point, you might as well just snag it when you're at the landing dock. That, and again, it makes early game quite easy movement-wise. That, and I like doing this.
It seems like none of the enemies are, like, super aggro to you.
That will change.
Will it? Okay.
Coming into the next area, that will change.
Or is that just because you have the space jump and are hopping through?
I'm hopping through, so they're not getting in the way as much as they normally would.
Because, like, some games, like, as soon as you enter the area, that's it. They're just zoomed in.
Yeah, we have some docile enemies that unless you get in their radius, they won't attack you. We have some aggressive enemies in the game that will attack you immediately. Like the turret are considered an enemy, so they will immediately aggro you. But something like the puffer, they just kind of
there, yeah.
Yeah, but again, I have space jump, so I could cut that corner right here. Normally, you would have to go all the way around, jump on the bridge. It's a lot.
You would be more in their vicinity, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You don't have to scan these. I just like scanning them. Little, you know, just what this machine's doing. Now, what you can do is you can come up here. There's nothing we can do up here as of right now, because you need another ability to move this mechanism. You can, I believe, with a super precise glitch, get over here without bringing that bridge up. I'm not going to do that. It's just the fact that you can get up here right now. I like to show off what you can and can't get to with space jump early, because we're coming to a point where eventually we're going to hit the point where you're supposed to have the space jump, and platforming's intended with that. This is the first instance of bomb jumping you're going to have to do.
Okay.
This is your introduction to bomb jumping. And it's not too bad. It's a pretty safe environment to do it in.
Yeah.
You get an energy tank for it too.
Oh, that's always
like,
good.
if you end up like doing this by accident, you fall in the lava, you can just bomb jump out of it. It will reset the blocks. Now, if you're playing like the Wii version or the Switch version, you can just kind of flick it up. You have the spring ball. You can just kind of flick your Wii remote or Joy-Con up, and Samus will bounce out needing a bomb jump.
Oh, okay.
But because it's the GameCube version, the spring ball didn't exist yet, so...
Gotcha.
Yeah. But, welcome to Phendrana Drifts North. My favorite area in this game.
Because?
You will see in a second.
Oh, okay.
Samus's inner thoughts.
No, not again.
Man, it was so hot in there. I'm chafing all over. Oh, no, not snow! Welcome to Phendrana Drifts. By far, my favorite area in this game, just because the music in this area symbolizes everything Metroid is known for, atmosphere-wise. the music alone sells this
Yeah.
area.
Yep, okay. I
This,
understand now.
this is Metroid at its core. And I wish Nintendo would have learned this with Metroid Prime 4. Because, my God, I am mixed about Prime 4. Because it could have done, like, more of this.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a cut because I'm going to die if I don't cough.
Okay.
Okay, now that I'm back from, choking. My body. Anyways, yeah, so this is the kind of atmosphere I was expecting from Metroid Prime 4 and just didn't get it. These things are super annoying to scan.
A flicker bat. Scavenger with optical camouflaging that renders it invisible to the naked eye. Oh. Deceptive creatures, the only way to track them reliably is with X-ray imaging. They fly ceaselessly, hunting insects and other small prey that float on the air currents. Flickerbats tend to fly in cyclical hunting patterns, using primitive sonar to navigate. A lot of sonar and radar and stuff.
Uh-huh, yep. Now, these enemies, your power beam can't damage them.
Aw.
Your missiles can, but your power beam cannot. Nice save station.
Yay.
Boop. Pew. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. But yeah, no, this is Prime in its entirety. Like right here.
It's Prime in its prime.
It's literally Prime in its prime, yes. This is everything Metroid Prime stands for, atmosphere-wise. And it's only gonna get better atmospheric-wise from here on out. Not saying that the Chozo Ruins were not, you know, atmospheric, but the low, like, the low synth kind of soundtrack to it, it didn't really sell me when I first played it. When I got to this area, though, and mind you, when I was playing this back in 2003, I wasn't even, like, 10 yet. Let's see, 2003, I was 7? 6, 7, 8, some around that. And it took me 3 months to actually get to this area, because, again, games like this were really difficult for kids back then.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, you're supposed to technically go up and around and do stuff. If you have the space jumps and you're not going for 100%, you just can kind of skip the entire platforming section. I'm not going to do that because we do need scans in this area. But just something nice to look out for. Ooh, new creature.
Scatter Bamboo.
Uh-huh.
Pulsing tendrils of energy extend from creature's body. Like all bamboos, these creatures can only be harmed by electrical energy. Proximity to these life forms may result in electrical visor interference. It's possible to avoid engaging scatter bamboos by rolling into the morph ball and slipping between the rotating energy streams.
This is another thing. Mind you, this is a GameCube game.
Ah! Electrical interference in my visor.
For an early 2000s
Really
game,
cool.
that is like that was mind-blowing back in the day that games could do something like that. And they will be drawn to your power beam too because it's energy based.
Okay.
Ooh, these are my favorite creatures. She-Goths.
She-Goth. A baby She-Goth. Glacial predator. Ice shell protects vulnerable dorsal area. Young She-Goths grow a resilient shell of ice on their backs, which serves to protect a layer of vulnerable flesh. With this being their only weak point, baby She-Goths will turn quickly in order to not allow predators the opportunity to strike at their backs. Powerful hunters, they fire bursts of ultra-cold gas at potential prey, then feast on their frozen victim.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
These enemies are super cool. So what you want to do That's behind them. And fire missiles at the carapace.
Okay.
And if they freeze you, you gotta rapidly press B to jump out of it. Luckily, we have rapid fire missiles.
Wow.
So, yeah. Pretty cool mechanic, honestly.
Do it again. You got another one?
None will run into many, many more, trust me. And again, you're supposed to go around and to get to this doorway this way. You could just do this. That's why I'm saying space jumps breaks the early game open. There's nothing we can do up there right now anyways going in that direction, so you might as well just come this way like this. Now, there is a way to actually get out of bounds in a couple areas of this map. I will be showing those off. These are one of the enemies you can actually miss. These will disappear after a certain point, and once they're gone, they're gone. You miss a scan forever.
Oh. Ice burrower. Oh. Okay. Adapted to sub-freezing climates. A hardy life form, the ice burrower has adapted to the frigid climate of Phendrana. It spends most of its time tunneling through the frozen soil, but will occasionally surface to attack passerby.
Uh-huh. These
I could burrow.
These are one of the few scans in the game that will be changed out with another enemy halfway through the game, and once they're gone, they're gone. There's no other place you can get them. That's why I said you don't really want to, like, skip. Because if you didn't know about that, they're gone forever.
Okay.
One of the things I don't actually like about this game is the simple fact of there are a couple enemies that just disappear forever, so if you don't know to scan them, you can't get 100% scans. Same thing with these. Ice Shriek Bats. These will disappear, and this is the only location they are in. They're basically Shriek Bats that are, iced.
They're iced, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are so incredibly missable.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that's actually one of the things I was missing the first time I tried to do 100% scans. Was that.
It just looks like texturing up there.
Uh-huh. Exactly. Ooh, Molchoso lol.
None know if our temple, the Cradle, will prove powerful enough to contain this evil forever. How can we, Chozo, hope for it to remain intact when that which it guards rides in the darkness, growing always stronger? The fate of this world rests with the gathering of artifacts we call the Cipher, but even if it is not all-powerful, it is strong. Yes, an enchanted whole made of 12 links. Still, it is finite in its reach, and we who guard it are slowly succumbing. When our vigilance crumbles away into madness, the cipher will be exposed, and the fate of our Tallon IV will be beyond our influence. I hate it when they do that with one last word.
I know. Character limits, man.
It's not that I can't read, I swear.
Now, you're not supposed to be able to get up here again because you need space jump for this. So you can actually unlock this early. Yeah.
It made a sound. It's important.
Yeah. Now, that is a stalactite. These are also a missable scan in the game. I broke this one because I know where there's others. Just keep that in mind that there are a finite amount of these too. So if you miss one, it's gone forever.
Okay.
You're supposed to walk around the she-goths and come this way. But yeah, space jump makes the game so much easier early game. And we're rapidly approaching the point where we will be coming into normal platforming for the space jumps. And then it becomes less, like, fun to break.
Yeah.
But still pretty fun.
Many Chozo have gone beyond now, and this is a mercy. Those of us who remain suffer in dimensional flux, drifting helplessly across time and space, guided by unseen and inexorable currents. The Chozo who cling to sanity fight the tide, but our minds are weakening. Soon we will all be like the Turned, Chozo who have been utterly corrupted by the great poison. The Turns still hold to their Chozo forms, but their minds are black with fell intentions. Gone is their respect for life. They honor only destruction and seek to disrupt the artifacts holding the great poison at bay. All life taunts them, and they do not rest. Before long, they will be all that remains of the Chozo here.
Kind of depressing if you think about it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Alright, buddy.
Shoot you in the butt.
Rapid fire missiles, man. Now, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to scan this and drop the platforms and stuff.
Okay.
I'm going to show you a sequence. Well, not really a sequence break, but an out-of-bounds break that you can do here. So, I'm going to make a save state first and foremost.
Good point.
Save state. Do slot 2. Okay. So, because we have space jump, we can do this.
Okay.
And we can do this. Ah, there we go. And then if we come out this way.
Uh-oh.
This is called wall crawling. You're walking on the edge of the map.
Oh.
This is how you can sequence break areas. Now, if I was to walk on the edge of the map here, I could continue off in that direction. You can slowly, like, crawl back up the wall in certain areas. And this is how you can load and unload rooms.
Okay.
Now, the only thing you do not want to do in this area when you're out of bounds is to go into mothball mode. You want to know
Seems
why?
like it would be a bad idea.
No, you want to know why?
Why?
Because if you do, you fall endlessly.
Yep.
And you're stuck. You're resetting the game. And you will fall endlessly.
Gotcha.
There's no death plane
Yeah.
because you're not supposed to be here.
Right. Yeah, you're in limbo.
Yeah. So I just thought that was pretty cool. I wanted to show off some of the, like, techniques that you could do and what also to watch out for.
Yeah, you don't want to do that mistakenly.
No. You really don't want to do that mistakenly. So just be careful if you're doing sequence breaking. Because you could end up losing, like, 2 hours of progress if you are not careful with that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like new games that just save automatically, so...
Right, oh, you can load
your...
something, or, like, you have a way to respawn. Right. No, once you're stuck in that plane, you're stuck. But if you could get really good with wall crawling, you could get stuff like the Ice Beam before Flagra, which is weak to Ice Beam.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, we have the Boost Ball.
Ooh.
Whee. This is a very fun item. So, you like Metroid, right?
I'm here, aren't I?
You said you like the old Tony Hawk games with the PS2.
Well, I played on the first PlayStation, but yeah.
So, what did we took? The atmosphere of Metroid, and we took the physics of Tony Hawk!
Nice.
This is super fun, and this gets super creative with what you can do with this in the game.
It's like that snowboarding game I used to play.
Uh-huh! It's so cool! I love the boost ball. Oh, and not just that, it's not just used for half pipes. This is the fastest way to clear areas, because you can do this. So you're gonna see me be doing a lot of this from here on out.
Okay.
You can clear areas very, very quickly. Yeah.
How do you even keep up with where you are?
You can clear areas super quick with that. Now what you're supposed to do now that we have the boost ball, you're supposed to go all the way back to the Tallon IV to the landing site, use that ramp that we passed to go into Chozo Ruins to get the space jump.
That sounds horrible.
I will show
way better.
I will show off how to do that when we're back in the Tallon IV, because we're going to have to go back there at some point.
Okay.
I'm not going to show that off right now because I'm not going to go all the way back there. But just know, this would be the point where you would go back to get space jump so you can knock that stalactite down to come this way. But look, it's a purple doorway.
Ooh.
Well, we can't go this way. Might as well go back. So yeah, this would be the point where you should have space jump.
Okay.
So from here on out, everything's accounting for space jump. Well, hello there. Hello there, Ridley. Ominous.
Very.
So yeah, this is the point where you're supposed to have space jump. So from here on out, platforming will be taking that into consideration. Which means they can make you have tighter platforms. Yep. You can get tighter platforming done now because you're supposed to have space jump at this point. So now it just becomes the norm instead of a novelty. Oh, and this is another reason why atmosphere is great in this game. So I'll let you guys hear this for a minute too. The atmosphere is unmatched in this area.
Listening. It is fantastic.
It is, isn't it? I told you this whole area, just banger after banger for music, and I can't believe it, I actually made that. Just banger after banger. The atmosphere, the colors, the enemies, just everything. If this game knows how to do anything good, it's atmosphere. It's packed. And this is what I'm talking about. Like,
ambiance.
Yeah, games will point out nowadays every little finite detail, right?
Yeah.
Make sure you don't miss a single story beat. This entire story of this game has been locked behind you discovering it. Right. You're reading the data logs. You're scanning stuff to see what stuff's made out of. You're piecing together what's going on in the story. And I love subtle storytelling like that. It's unmatched in any game. I cannot even begin to explain how this way of storytelling needs to make a comeback in newer games. Still have a story, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, do I think this game could have...
I don't want a game handed to me.
I
would rather play and look for something.
Do I think this game could have benefited from voice acting? Absolutely.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit here and there. A little bit, like, inner monologue and stuff. Sure.
On the other hand, if you were dropped on an alien planet, you wouldn't have anybody telling you.
Right!
I would hear it in my own voice anyway.
It's one of the strengths of Metroid Prime 1, 2. 3 gets a little dicey because they try to do the whole storytelling aspect of it. Which, I don't hate Metroid Prime 3, honestly. I know it has mixed...
That was just bomb ball breaking that, right?
Yep. Mothball bombs, yep.
Okay.
I'm divisive about Prime 3. I don't hate it. It's just not... It doesn't hold the same, like, atmosphere as Prime 1 and 2 does. And fun thing you can do with this, too, you can actually skip this boss fight, too, and go straight to, the next beam power-up, if you want. Like, you can skip the loading trigger. But, no need. We have a boss fight. But, well, we already know how to deal with these guys.
Blow up the butts.
And what I'm doing, I'm double tapping B to dash like that. Well, that was easy. And this is why rapid fire missiles rock.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Big Daddy Sheegoth's mad.
Daddy? Mommy. Those are the babies.
This is just Sheegoth.
Yeah. Supreme Predator of the Phendrana Drifts. Invulnerable to most beam weapons, the crystals on their back absorb energy, which they can fire at prey. Sheegoths have poor stamina. They hyperventilate after using their breath attack, making their mouth area vulnerable. The soft underbelly of a Sheegoth is susceptible to concussive blasts. In battle, they expel blasts of frigid gas to ensnare their targets. They are also fond of ramming and trampling their hapless prey. It's a beast.
So what you do is... you can technically one-cycle this if you're fast enough. This boss fight took me a while as a kid because I couldn't figure out how to damage it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could take a beating. It could take a beating. It's super cool though. Boom and boom. Yeah, so I love the Sheegoth enemies. They will be returning as normal enemies at some point.
Okay.
So I do like that with Prime. It will take enemies which are bosses in the beginning, and then they'll just become a nuisance later on in the game because you have more stuff to deal with them.
Yeah.
And I do like that subtle little bit of storytelling. But enter Wave Beam.
Wave. Hi.
Wave. So, wave.
Right. See, wave. Hi.
Wave Beam.
I remembered. See.
It can open the purple doorways we have seen. It fires extremely slow. But its charge beam attacks can temporarily stun enemies, so you can then switch to your power beam and unload delicious missiles into them.
Nice.
It's a slow rate of fire. Oh, and we can deal with these guys now. We can overload them. So yeah, Wave Beam. It fires slow. It's not really the best beam in the game. Its slow rate of fire really holds it back, especially when it's overcharging like this, because it takes a minute for you to be able to attack after a charge shot, unlike the power beam, which rapid fires. But in a situation where you're like 1-on-1 or 2-on-1, you can stun an enemy.
Interesting.
And then go fight the other one with a power beam. Like, you can charge shot and then do this. And it should give you enough of a window to damage enemies. Oh, now Sheegoths are just kind of...
they're just hanging out there now.
Yeah, you can get up on this platform and just kind of do that. I do happen to like that. But, oh, we're sadly going to be leaving Phendrana for right now.
Aww. But I like it.
Sadly, we're going to be leaving Phendrana.
Not the creatures so much, but I like the music.
Because we're going to be actually going back to the Tallon Overworld.
Okay.
This is what I was talking about.
You're supposed to go get the space jump.
You were supposed to get the space jump before Wave Beam.
Yeah, okay.
This is what I was talking about the backtracking in this game. You were already at the Tallon Overworld probably 25-ish minutes ago to get space jump. Now, you could technically continue through Phendrana Drifts onto the next section with the Wave Beam. But there's a whole bunch of stuff you can grab with the Wave Beam in other areas now.
Oh, okay.
So I like to do a little bit of wrap up in the beginning of the adventure. I like to do a little bit of sequence breaking with the wave beam because there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with it. And having the knowledge of where to go early on. Let's see, we are going this way. It's actually quite intuitive to do a route like this. A lot of 100% speed runs do routing like this. Because you can snag a couple items earlier than intended right now. And it's super cool. No, we want to go we wanted to go the other doorway. I get turned around in this cavern, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so again, the back and forth, man. Why not just give us Wave Beam to begin with, and then send us back to Tallon Overworld to get Space Jump? I think that would have been a better course of action, because you were literally just there, like 20-something minutes ago. So, adding that with combination of, I'm doing 100%, so I'm gonna wanna grab all this stuff and have to grab it eventually anyways? So at that point, I might as well do it this way, you know? It's little things like this that really shows the age of this game. Like, you can tell this is an early 2000s games with the amount of, I wouldn't say fortuitous, but just the lack of forethought of getting items in, you know, a decent order. If I can put it in any way. Not a bad progression. Mind you, I've played this game vanillally. To where I've done things the way you're supposed to.
Yeah.
It's not a bad progression loop. I just think it can be better. And I think I have a route down that's honestly more fun to do. Which is gonna ignore you. Bye, dude. And by this point, you should have enough energy tanks to tank most damage. There's no sense trying to use Morph Ball tracks at this point.
Yeah.
I can understand new players may want to, you know, not take pod shots with lava damage. But you will see me just kind of jumping through hazards like that. Kind of what I do. Kind of what I do.
It's very much what you do.
It is. Yeah, so now we're back at the Tallon Overworld, and we're actually close to the launch site. Snag a nice little missile. Nice. That's a good hiding spot for it. You could hear, like, the item, like, moan to it, but you wouldn't know where to begin to look. Oh, this spits us out actually right where we need to be. So, okay, I guess if you wanted to take this route to get back to the Tallon Overworld, you don't have to go back completely through Magmore and then Chozo Ruins to get back here. But again, this still is, what, about a 5-minute trip? So, going back and forth, it'll be about a 20-25 minute trip. Now, the intended way that you're supposed to get Space Jump is you're supposed to come over here and you're supposed to figure this out somehow. Come up here. You come over here. And like they couldn't even put like a missile or something to pick up along the way, so you have to come this way. And look, we're back on this side.
Okay.
So that's the intended way that you get Space Jump. I don't like that way. I find that way counterintuitive. That you have to come all the way. And mind you, you can't get Wave Beam until you do that.
Yeah.
So there's no...
But if you don't have the version of the game that you could do that first, whatchamacallit?
Every version of the game has a way to get up on this ledge. It progressively gets more difficult.
Okay.
As each version happens. You can technically scan dash in the Wii version, but it's very precise. And like on the Switch version, you have to like flicker up with the spring ball, lay a bomb, flicker up, do a double bomb jump, and then you will just catch like this edge right here, and you can roll up and quickly morph out a morph ball and jump. It's a very precise trick.
Yeah.
I could never get it to work on the Switch version. You can get space jump early though. 100% can get space jump early. I just choose not to. Let's see, there's nothing we can do there right now. I just choose not to because I find this a better loop.
Okay.
But yes, every version of the game you can get space jump early. It's just, I find scan dashing the easiest. But I find Metroid Prime on the Switch the prettiest.
Okay.
So it's kind of, do I want to go vanilla route? I'll play on the Switch and have updated controls and updated lore and updated, you know, visuals and feel of the game. If I want my normal route, I'll just play the GameCube version.
Yeah.
If you like the motion controls in the spring ball, the Wii version's not bad. You can still get space jump early. You got to make sure that you know what version you're on, and you got to make sure the trick that you're trying to do can actually work on that version. That's all you got to do is just find the version.
Match it up, yeah.
Yep, match it up pretty easily. But we are going to be sequence breaking here too, because we're technically not supposed to be able to do this yet. Now, I was showing this off during the Metroid Prime Randomizer live stream, which, by the way, it's up on my primary channel if you guys want to go watch that. We never finished it because I just didn't have the right version. Tricks were not working. But we are planning to redo that at some point. So just go check it out if you want. Well, I found it fun for the 3 episodes we did.
Yeah.
So, I brought up in the live stream. Remember this room? Remember what I said you could do?
I remember you said stuff, but I don't remember what.
Now, with this game, you can stand on stuff you're technically not supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Like this.
Right.
So now, if you do a precise jump off of that light fixture, you can actually get to that doorway without having another upgrade, which you would have to come back to get. You're gonna have to come back here anyways to get, an artifact.
Okay.
But for right now, there's no reason why you shouldn't attempt to do this now, because you can actually get something that will help you in the next era we're going to be going into. So yeah, it is that light fixture. I gotta remember exactly where to stand. It's been a while since I've done this. But it is, I would say it's worth it to get this early. This is kind of the loop I always do. I completely missed that. Oh, man. Oh, no. Okay, I'll cut to where I'm actually doing this correctly.
45 years later.
45 years later. I'll be right back. We'll make a cut to where we can do this actually correctly. Ha-ha! See, guys? Okay, so you don't go over here. So you go over here, right?
Don't fall down now.
You hit that branch. You have to kind of like jump and fall at the same time, right? And then you jump again and you land on that light switch, and then you just double jump.
Cool.
And here we are.
Neat.
So that trick's a little precise, but that only took, what, about a dozen attempts?
Yeah. probably.
About 10, 12 attempts. And I'm rusty with this, too.
And that was showing me, too, how to fall. And
And how to angle yourself. You're going to fall off the branch a lot. Don't get discouraged. This is one of the easier kind of, like, time
saves. There was no penalty
saves.
for falling.
Nope. Other than time.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you didn't take damage or anything like that, really.
Now, right here, there is technically a way that you can, like, kind of, like, we call it a ghetto jump in the game. You kind of line yourself up, you lock your, aim, and you kind of jump. And then you can just slightly get up there and then jump for an item that we need up there. I've never been good at that. So, theoretically, you could clear this area first time and you don't have to come back here. We'll come back here with more items later.
Okay.
But it will be a lot easier to get up here. We won't have to skip.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, that jump, precise but easily managed if you do a little bit of practice, a little bit of time.
It's not one of those ones where you have like 87 button combination you have to push.
And you have a precise way of doing it. Exactly.
Yeah, that one was just timing.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's severely damaged. I wonder. Oh. Ooh, what's that?
Destruction everywhere you go.
Samus, always destroying ruins. So, this is called the Sun Tower Climb. You can run out of missiles here. And if you do run out of missiles, you gotta do that jump again if you're not doing this the vanilla way. But new creature.
Oculus. Wall
Wait,
crawler.
the Oculus Rift was created back in 2001? I knew Xbox stole it.
I'm not gonna read anymore if you're gonna do that. Wall crawler that generates electric pulses. The Oculus exposes its single eye when active. The electrical field that covers it is enough to deter most predators. If the Oculus detects anything capable of presenting a real threat, it retracts into its impermeable shell.
Yep. You can't kill these things. So what you kind of got to do is go around them to break the pillar. And then they disappear.
Okay. So it didn't perceive you as a threat?
Apparently not.
Boy, that thing is not smart, is it?
No. Yeah, you can run out of missiles. And if you do, there's no way to restock in this room. So, take your time. Be mindful. You could technically, the puffers that are coming out, you could kill them. You could kill the puffers coming out and, kind of grind missiles. But not really. Oh, and by the way, these are special puffers. Plated puffers.
Plated puffers.
They're literally puffers that are just plated. So you have to use a missile to kill them. Which, if you're trying to grind missiles, you're using a missile to possibly gain 5 missiles. So you could end up spending 10 missiles to get 5 missiles. So just take your time with this. Make sure you're, you know, lined up with your shots. This one can be a little annoying because the sun's in the way. Just kind of try to hold in, like, one spot. You can just barely see that thing crawling. I forget how many missiles you exactly need. I'll probably throw the number up on screen of exactly how many missiles you need. It's a fair bit. Each of these pillars take, you know, 3 missiles.
Yeah.
There's 4, 8, 12, 16. Yeah, like 12 to 16 different pillars. that eat up missiles. But enter our first beam power-up of this playthrough. This is technically not your first. Now, you might be wondering what a beam power-up is.
I could guess it powers up your beam.
Yes. So each of the beams that you'll get in this game will have a charged variant that uses missiles. And the Wave Buster is probably one of the worst. Well, no, excuse me, second to worst. It doesn't beat another one we get later on.
Okay. So now your beam uses missiles as well?
So what you do is you hold down a charge shot, right?
Okay.
And then each beam will have a corresponding missile usage if you hit Y in combination. This one, if you hold it, it drains your missiles super rapidly. But it shoots out a Ghostbusters beam. And you can stun lock an enemy that way.
I don't know how I feel about that.
The higher the missile is, the missile count you have is, the more useful that actually is.
Yeah.
But
I like missiles, but
I
would rather hold on to my missiles, I think.
You can rapid fire missiles, so... I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the Wave Buster. On one hand, we'll be running into enemies that will, you know, need that later on.
Right. But if I'm reading that right, you only have 8 missiles right now?
Yeah.
See, that seems, I don't know.
When you can just do that.
Yeah.
And rapid fire them. It's not the best beam power up, but I will showcase what you can do with it at some point. Because it can be useful. Gonna give me missiles? No? Okay. You guys aren't even a threat anymore. Look at all that health they used to chunk off of us. Come on, big boy. Ah. Now, this would be the point, you know, we got this missile tank earlier. This would be the point where you do this to get it.
Yeah.
But where's the fun in that? Right? Where's the fun in that? So we're going to be coming back along this way because we're going to do more sequence breaking. I guess you could say I'm kind of breaking the Matrix right now.
Poor.
Maybe that's what I'll title this. Metroid
Please,
Prime
please
Long.
don't.
Metroid Prime Long Play, Part 2, The Matrix.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Come on, it'll be super fun. Super, super fun. I swear. Wow, we never unlocked the safe station. No way.
You live dangerously.
But I think that's a good spot then to call this episode.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I want to thank everyone for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the little bit of sequence breaking we're doing. Next time we're going to be doing even more crazier sequence breaking. Thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, comment if you liked it. Thumbs down if you don't like the video. Comment why you don't like the video.
Go to the original channel.
Go to my main channel because we do live streaming there. We'll probably be live streaming Minecraft later today. So check that out if you're interested. Anyways, I've been Retro Replay and Umbreon Moonlight mixed into one person.
And I'm still just Rem.
And I hope you all have a good day.